What's good, everybody? This is the Kid DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. And today is the official start of WrestleMania week. We got a lot of wrestling content that's coming out this week. We got the Hall of Fame tomorrow. We have NXT Stand and Deliver night 1, night 2, Wednesday and Thursday. We got a special WrestleMania Friday Night SmackDown edition of SmackDown on Friday. WrestleMania night 1, night 2 on Saturday and Sunday. And then we got Monday Night Raw that Monday. So Raw after WrestleMania. So we got a lot of wrestling content. I haven't done a wrestling review in a long time, but since it's my spring break, might as well do it. Anyways, not gonna waste any time here. We kicked off with what was a very awesome promo, very intense promo from Drew McIntyre, just talking about, how he had to make sacrifices over his, career, talks about how his mother was dealing with chemotherapy and just how he got released from WWE and how he came back. It's just, sacrifices. And, I thought that this was a really great promo for Drew McIntyre to really get himself, hyped up for WrestleMania. Okay, so after that, we get a little in-ring segment with MVP and Drew. And after that, we get the first match of the night, Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles. This match was okay for what it was worth. Xavier Woods did pick up the win here. I do think that AJ and Omos is getting the win at Mania. Just something tells me that they're going to be winning the titles. Okay, so we get a 2-on-1 handicap match. But before we do that, Braun Strowman cut a promo. Now, here's the thing. Now, Strowman, here's where I'll give Strowman credit. It was a good promo, but it's just like, really, dude? Like, I've been bullied my whole life. It's like, bro, like, what? Dude, look at you. Look how you're built. Even when you were younger, like, look how you were built. And you gonna sit up here and say, oh, since my life I've been bullied. Like, when I was a kid, I was bullied. It's like, oh, God. Like, remember Lars Sullivan when he cut that promo and he was like, I got bullied, so now I'm the bully. Like, oh, God. See, that's the problem with WWE writers, man. They just be giving these wrestlers just some stupid shit to say like this. Like, Strowman was basically saying, I'm going to fight for everyone who's been bullied. Like, didn't we hear this from Nia? Didn't we hear this from Nia Jax when she was fighting Alexa Bliss? Something tells me that when Strowman and Shane fight at the cell, he's gonna throw Shane off the cage. Something's telling me that's gonna happen. So we do get the match, 2-on-1 handicap match, Elias and Jackson Riker versus Braun Strowman. I don't care. The WWE has made me not care about Elias, unfortunately, because I always thought Elias had potential to be like an upper mid-card champ. Jackson Riker, I never really cared about Jackson Riker. I never really cared about him in NXT. Though I did think that the Forgotten Sons have potential, but then again, shit happens. Okay, so we have you had the Miz and Morrison destroy Bad Bunny's car, so that was poor Bad Bunny. And then they actually beat up Bad Bunny. And credit to Bad Bunny for, taking, that beating. A lot of celebrities, obviously would not want to get hit, but, so don't Bad Bunny for selling. Anyways, we get a tag team match between Nia and Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and Rhea Ripley. Asuka and Rhea Ripley lose. Nia and Shayna win. Rhea, I'm really starting to think, I think Rhea's a heel because, like, she attacked Asuka, like, during the match. It's like, that's not really baby faces for you to attack the champion like that. And you're supposed to be a baby face? Like, what? So that was the match. Oh, also, they announced that a tag team turmoil match, was going to happen at Mania to see who's going to face Nia and Shayna. So it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, I guess, to put the women on the show, right? Lashley versus Cedric. This is just a dominant win for Lashley, as always. I know there's obviously going to be people saying, oh, Cedric lost. But come on, like, Lashley had to win. Come on. Like, Lashley needs wins. He needs to be dominant. He needs to be the almighty Bobby Lashley. Okay, so we see Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. They do an in-ring segment, and they announce that the match will instead be a one-on-one match. It will be a tag team match, and I think the tag team match is pretty good. It saves, um, Bad Bunny, I guess, and also Damian Priest is there too, so he gets his moment as well. I thought Bad Bunny ain't cut a decent promo to say the least. Riddle versus Ali. Poor Ali. Like he was put in this stupid group, and now they don't know what to do with him now. Like Riddle, I, I, well, I was gonna say something about Riddle, but I forgot. But it was okay. It was an okay match for what it was worth. It was okay. You know, Riddle picks up the win. Now look at the main event: McIntyre versus King Corbin. I never really got what the point of Corbin was in this whole feud was to begin with, but McIntyre picks up the win, and yeah, that's it. That's WrestleMania. Um, I mean the Raw before WrestleMania. So this was, I guess you could say, it's just again WWE with these go home shows, man. They do not draw you in for these go home shows. Like this is your last chance to get the viewer interested, and they just don't do that stuff a lot. It's just like where was the Fiend and Randy Orton? Like I just but even with that, it's just WWE, man, with these go home shows. They do not, it's just ugh. Like this Raw was just ugh. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, that's the review. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Subscribe, and so yeah.